Hi friends, I know it's been a minute. I have not had a lot of time or just been whatever. I haven't been making videos. Obviously, it's been a couple weeks since anything's been posted and this is going to be on the wrong day, but whatever. This is my vinyl finds of November. Or not November. It's November now. This is for October. Duh. Anyways, October, not as hefty as September was. Still probably too much, but you will see that I've been trying to fill a lot of holes, and that comes with 12-inch singles and, things like that for certain artists. So we're just going to get stopped. Oh gosh, maybe I'm just, that time change, it messes you up. It's later, but it's not later, and I'm confused, and whatever, it's fine. Okay, so these are all, the first part here is all the same artist. They were bought at different times, different places, but I just figured I'd kind of just put everything in one lump, and I don't think I've showed all of these. So first, I did get the Burning Up Physical Attraction Madonna 12-inch. This has the Burning Up. It's the almost 6-minute version of it. I don't think it's the album. And then it's got Physical Attraction. It's got there on the back there looking so lovely. This is just on the regular Sire label there. What is this from? 1983. So from the debut, Burning Up is one of my favorite Madonna songs. I really like this cover, and so that is just obviously a must because it's Madonna. This was a record store day from I don't know when. This is Everybody. Come on, dance and sing. It has got the also 6-minute version of Everybody, and then it has the dub version, which is a 9:23. This was originally from 1982. I believe Everybody was her first single. This is not the original cover for this. That was. And this was from a 2022 record store day. It was a sealed copy that I got for like $5. So obviously the reissues have the new label on them. That's always fun. Then I found this just recently at Reckless Belmont or whatever. So this is Borderline. Feel like I'm going a lot from the debut here. This has Borderline, the new mix, and the Lucky Star new mix. These are from 1983 as well, I'm assuming, yes. So also same boring Sire label there. I don't know why I felt like I needed this. I don't think I showed this last month. I'm pretty sure I got this in October, but this is the 2023 reissue of True Blue. It has the replica of the poster. My original, I don't know what happened to the poster. It's gone. It's the same freaking poster. So I don't know that I need to talk much about True Blue. I don't really know why I felt like I needed it. I have an original, but maybe because it's on silver vinyl. But yeah, you gotta add them as much Madonna as possible because bitch, it's Madonna, all right? Did get this this wasn't a record store day, I don't think it was. So this is the picture disc of Erotica, the single, and this has the album version, the single version, and an instrumental version. There is the picture disc. I don't remember. I think it just says, but yeah, it just says Erotica on the other side there. So, don't know why I felt like I needed that. This next one, my wonderful kind friend. Thank you so much. This first came in the mail and I was like, I didn't order this. And had to do a little research, but I thought it was from him. But Trent, thank you so much. Sent me this beautiful 12 of Take a Bow. This has the Silky Soul mix. It's all just several different mixes of Take a Bow on the white Maverick label there. Of course, Bedtime Story, my favorite Madonna album, was her first released on the Maverick label. And yeah, this has just got like what? So we have album instrumental, Silky Soul mix, Inda Soul mix, and then Inda Soul instrumental. So I guess technically 2 remixes and 2 instrumentals. They were so nice too, the people that sent this. They sent a nice little on Madonna post-it there. Thank you. That is a magnet. And then this is a little advert for the Greatest Hits Volume 2, which one day I need to get that on vinyl, but they did not do a release of that in the US. And that thing is pricey, and I have all that stuff on other compilations, but I still one day want to have it just because it's a Madonna I do not have. And then the last thing, so this was released earlier in the year. I missed getting it. I think originally it was on like silver vinyl. And I did get the Veronica Electronica. This is remixes from Ray of Light, as well as a demo song called Gone, Gone, Gone. This is the first and only place you could get that. So boy, there is some, because that's very silvery. This is the clear vinyl version, but I did pre-order that because I missed the other one. But you know, it's got Drowned World, Substitute for Love, Ray of Light, Skin, Nothing Really Matters, Sky Fits Heaven, Frozen, Power of Goodbye, and then Gone, Gone, Gone. So all just remixes of those songs except the demo. The Bedtime Stories is being re-released this month on silver vinyl. Of course, I've pre-ordered that, but there is a demos disc also, which has remixes, and it has more demo songs on it than this does, because this only has the one. So that is the Madonna finds of October. I really want this original album, but I thought this was kind of cool. This is a reimagining, reemerging, whatever I'm going to call it, 10-inch of Sophie B. Hawkins' Whaler. So they are stripped down acoustic versions of songs from the album Whaler, which her first 2 records I just think are fantastic. And I really would love to find this. It was not released on vinyl in the US, so it's another one of those that's kind of pricey, but it's got Right Beside You, Did We Not Choose Each Other, Don't Tell Me No, As I Lay Me Down, which I absolutely love that song, True Romance, Only Love, The Ballad of Sleeping Beauty, which is another great one, I Need Something Else, and Mr. Tugboat, Hello. Got her with the horse on the back there. This thing's already going for some pennies, which is interesting because you can still get it on Amazon. So I pre-ordered that. I'm not sure I necessarily needed it, but I really love this album and I wanted to hear those songs, and I was curious about what she did with them, and they're really nice. So, and she still looks great, so thank you, Sophie, for doing that. But how about giving me an actual reissue of the album Whaler, and maybe your debut, which I can't remember what it's called, but it has Damn I Wish I Were Your Lover, which I have the 45 for that, but that's all I've got. So I have an original copy of this album. Originally there were 2 or maybe 3 songs that were not on it, so I got this reissue so I could have the entire album on vinyl. It's not my favorite of theirs, it's a favorite of most people in their catalog, but I would say this is probably 4th or 5th. But I did get Cowboy Junkies, the Trinity Session, and this is now a bit expanded to a 2-disc. Gatefold, the original is not. The back is different. I should have brought the other one out. So this is the, who did this one? Lament, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, basically I needed this because Blue Moon revisited Song for Elvis, which is one of my favorite Cowboy Junkie songs. It's not on the original release, and I wanted that song on vinyl, so I finally broke down and got this. There's a red pressing that was done by Music on Vinyl, I believe, that I really wanted that, but it was so expensive, and this was not bad. And then this was reissued. I have not listened to this album in years, and I put it on the other day, and I just forgot how wonderful this is. So this is the first time on vinyl. This is Cowboy Junkies with One Soul Now, and this is from 2000. Really? I hate it when they do that. If I had to guess, it's like 2005-ish. This was after Open, and oh my gosh, this is so good, but it's just got the 2025 reissue. I don't know if it says, but the pressing is really, really, really cool. Look at that. So really, really nice. It sounds wonderful, and just so happy to have this. The opening track is One Soul Now. This has got My Wild Child, which is one of my favorites. The song He Will Call You Baby is fantastic. This is just really, really, really great, and I'm so happy that they finally released it. Open was done not in the US, but like on Pink and Brown or something like that, and then Paths Crossed or whatever. There's a couple others, but they weren't in the US, and I just am having a hard time finding a US seller where it can get. Open is definitely one that I want to get. And now we have added some more Cure to the collection, and I was really excited that I found this. I've been wanting this for years. It is one of my least favorite songs of theirs, but the B-sides are worth it. So I did find the 12 for Friday, I'm in Love. This has one of my absolute favorite Cure songs of all time, and that would be Halo. So amazing, and it is why I wanted this. This is on this bluish marbly color. This is obviously from 1992, I believe. And then the other B-side is Scared as You. So, just so happy that I finally have this. I've been looking, probably paid a little bit more for it than I should have, but you know, it's whatever. These next three I got from the same seller. It was a lot, and it was a really good price for the three, considering how much these go for by themselves. I did get, this is from the Mixed Up era. This would be like, what, 90, 91. This is the Close to Me Closer mix. What is so great about this is this has the Dizzy mix of Just Like Heaven, and then the red mix of Primary, which are not on the Mixed Up. I know that, I'm pretty sure they were on the expanded anniversary CD that they did a few years back. But, oh yeah, you got the octopus on the label there. Very happy to have this. I love both of those remixes. The Primary one is so good. And then we've got the Hot, Hot, Hot 12. This is from, what, 87? No year? How rude. Of course, from Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Just got it. So this has the extended mix of Hot, 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 then a remix of Hot, 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 and the extended mix of Hey You. You're the one that looks like Christmas. So yeah, Hot, Hot, Hot. And then, so I have a promo of this. It has the same version on both sides. It didn't have the B-side, although the cover is exactly the same. So this is Why Can't I Be You? It does have the 8-minute extended mix. This is also from 1987 from Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. And it does have the B-side, A Japanese Dream, which is a fantastic song. There's the label for you. And I saw this and was like, okay, I'll get it. Because again, they did those, you know, anniversary or like remastered where they did the album and then it had like the demos and all of that stuff on a bonus disc. I had kind of forgotten. So this is the Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me demos. Also, I mean, obviously a bootleg because they never did an official release of that. My favorite era of the band, my favorite lineup of the band. But what I did forget is that, you know, there are all these Robert Smith home demos, studio demos, you know, blah, 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 blah. There is, what, 1, 2, 3, let's say like 10, 12 different songs. They're all instrumental except the last 3. So 1,000 Hours, Icing Sugar, and One More Time have the vocals on them, and the rest are just instrumental. The Kiss, I really wish there was some vocals put on that because that is definitely more keyboard driven than the original, and it would have been really cool, you know, because the original, the Kiss, just has that droning guitars and you're going in like 7 minutes. Well, I don't think the song's quite that long, but you're going in several minutes before Robert finally starts singing and get it out, get your fucking voice out of my head. So yeah, and it's just cool to add that, but I really wish there were more vocals on demos, but it's still cool to kind of see where they originally were. This is also a bootleg, and it's not the best sound quality, but it's still pretty cool. And this is from MTV Unplugged. This is the entire set. So this, I love their Unplugged, and like I said, it's not the best in sound, but I've heard worse. And I have another bootleg that has a couple of the songs on it. This definitely sounds better. Robert looks fantastic on the cover, and then, I mean, you can see how terrible the images are from Mixed Up, or not Mixed Up, from Unplugged back there. But it's got Let's Go to Bed, Lullaby, The Blood. It does have some of the unaired stuff, and this was done in 1991. This was before Wish came out, and what I love about this is this has an acoustic, you know, a demo, I guess you could say, of A Letter to Elise. The lyrics are different in parts of it, and it's just really cool to have that. This came kind of on this gray marble-ish there, so again, not an official release, but really cool to have. And I'm just trying to expand the Cure collection just a little bit more. And then I did get this, and I've been meaning to get it, but this is, so from last year, this is the Songs of a Live World, which is the live version of their most recent studio album. I think the sound, I mean, obviously you have the crowd screaming and stuff like that, but I just think this sounds so much better than what the vinyl, because it's on that, you know, bio vinyl, and it just doesn't, I don't know, the dynamics just aren't there. It sounds good, but you know, this just sounds, Robert's voice is just up front and right where it needs to be. So glad to have that. Okay, so I had this and I gave it to my friend because he really wanted it, and I found a sealed copy of this with the hype sticker, and I was surprised at how much it wasn't. Like, I got this for a really good deal. And so I'm just really happy to have Midnight Oil's Blue Sky Mining again. Hype sticker here featuring Blue Sky Mine, Forgotten Years, Bedlam Bridge, Mountains, something, I can't read that cursive writing. This is on blue, and this is from 1990, I believe. So one of their last great albums. Not that they've had any terrible albums, but this is good. So I'm happy to have this back in the collection. I'm not sad that I gave mine away because he really wanted it and it made my friend happy, but I am just glad to have, and I guess I got a better copy than what I had. Not that one, the cover on the other one, it had ringware and stuff like that, but the vinyl itself was wonderful. Her sophomore album came out few months ago, but it was just released on vinyl this month. It's funny, I think I like her music because it's very acousticy, it's just very moody, and I think I like it a little bit better than some of her sister stuff. But this is Noah Cyrus's most recent effort, and this is called I Want My Loved Ones to Go With Me. So there is a lot of focus on death. And of course, none of the songs are listed on the back, and I cannot read this writing here. What is that? The state of the world, or the weight of the world, or something about the world. That song is really good, but it's really good. And I have her debut as well, so of course I had to get this. But girl needs to stop with the plastic surgery. She's not even 30 yet, I don't think. She might be now, but cover, you can't really see her there, but it's Noah, and it's really great. So that stack is getting too big there. It's gonna go on the floor. Oh boy. We're getting close to being done. This might be under half an hour. So excited that this was finally released. Of course, we all want their second self-titled, which has also been called The Wedding Album. This gives us a couple songs off of that, but I did get the Duran Duran Greatest, which that's got the like emboss or whatever you want to call that. This is on white vinyl, and it sounds really great. So this has got, songs that I don't have the album, so like Electric Barbarella. It's got Sirius from Liberty. I actually like that album. That's one that people really don't like, Liberty, but it does have Ordinary World and Come Undone. I wish it had Love Voodoo or whatever that song is called. But you've got New Moon on Monday. It also has A View to a Kill from James Bond. Girls on Film, Union of the Snake, Skin Trade, Notorious, I Don't Want Your Love, All She Wants Is, Save a Prayer. I mean, this is just great. It's a great Duran Duran compilation. We had the A-track. Y'all know I've been in this, I'm not going to get carried away and get all her stuff. I'm just being very sporadic about what I get. But there is another Anne Murray. This cover. And I learned something about this cover. So Jan and Dean, the surf music guy, I'm pretty sure it was Dean, is the one that did the cover for this album. And look at this, Anne back here with the guy from Fiddler on the Roof. It's not the guy from, but does it kind of look like Tevye, and they got the cows there, so maybe she's getting ready to do a Broadway revival of Fiddler on the Roof. And the cow is eating her, whatever those things are called, shawl. But this has Robbie's Song for Jesus. There's not a lot of hits on here. You Can't Have a Hand on Me and Drown Me are just fantastic. You Can't Have a Hand on Me is probably one of my favorite Anne Murray songs. Interesting fact for you, if you stream this album, know that if you go to play Drown Me, you're actually listening to You Can't Have a Hand on Me. And if you click on You Can't Have a Hand on Me, you're gonna be hearing Drown Me. And it's that way on every streaming service that I found, even on YouTube. So it was difficult for me to find. I did find it on YouTube, but yeah, so on the Bread Capital there. And the last thing that we got, oh, child. You okay over there? Kitty cat having a hairball. Thank you. Thank you. Give me excitement on the video. So this finally was released on vinyl, and I saw this tour. I did not see this show because I've never been there, but this is Dolly live in London. And this was from 2009. So I think tour was like 2008. So of course, Two Doors Down, Jolene, Backwards Barbie, Coat of Many Colors. It's got Better Get to Living. So this was for the Backwoods Barbie tour. Grass is Blue, Do I Ever Cross Your Mind, Islands in the Stream, It ends with Jesus and Gravity, which that was what was different about this tour, is that she ended the show with Jesus and Gravity, when almost every single time I've seen her encore show ending was I Will Always Love You. So that was nice, different. It's just on black vinyl. It sounds really good. There was a kind of a bluish color version that was done, but it was exclusively through her website, and it was sold out by the time I realized this was coming out. So there you have it. Those are the records. Some of those were pre-orders, like the Dolly. That is what I got in October. I'm going to try to, I said this last month, but I'm going to try to keep it minimal for this month, but we are taking a trip to Dubuque, and I want to check out some record stores along the way. I know that the Toad Hall, where the hell is that? We're driving through the town that Toad Hall Records is, so I want to try to check that out if we can. But we're going to go see, we're going to go to a concert, and I will tell you later who that is when I talk about stuff next month. And yeah, so nice little trip, just an overnight trip planned coming up, and excited about that. We've got the holidays. It's that time of year. It's getting freaking cold in Chicago, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to the cold, because I like wearing my you know, just hoodies and cute little, you know, t-shirts and whatever. So it's fine. It's whatever. So let me know what you think of what I got in October. Again, I appreciate you all and continuing to watch the videos. This is not a huge channel, and that's okay. I just enjoy talking about music, and if at least one person is enjoying it and getting something out of it, and maybe learning something that you didn't know, or being introduced to an artist that you may have never heard of before, well, that's all I need. So really appreciate everyone. Again, give me some comments, and I always love interacting. I know I'm terrible at responding sometimes, but know that I appreciate it. So thanking you.